Diddly dee, I think this one will require some AI.
So at the moment, we've finished all the coloring, done a full color pass, started doing the VFX, but we had to reshoot last night, so I've just gone back and done the color correction and grading on the shots that we did last night.
Look, the coloring so far has just been a lot of roto. A great example is in the bedroom shots. The actual wall behind Shannon was just a bit too bright, so I figured bring that down, make it a little bit more kind of fit into the idea of the time that we're showing this at, which is supposed to be pretty much like sunrise, blue hour-y kind of time. So it makes sense for it obviously to be a little bit darker in the room. Not shooting at that time and also not relying on ambient light meant that the room itself was a bit too bright. So we brought down that exposure, but that requires obviously a lot of roto because we have to cut her out as well as background, as well as a window and a few other little things. But then also creating separation between each of the environments that we've shot at. So we have obviously the restaurants, then we have everything out on the street, everything by the river, and then everything in the bedroom. It's important to depict the happier moments as lively, colorful, and happy as possible, just to help really sell the difference between the two feelings. Real challenge going into most of the shots is just trying to set up to have that feel in camera. Obviously, yes, we were going to go into a grade, we're going to do a color correction and everything, but we wanted to try to make that atmosphere feel that way in person as well, because that helps to kind of make everything understandable to not only ourselves, but also to Shan and put her in that mindset, trying to, get the point across. But each of the setups themselves have different challenges. We had an amazing team on set, thankfully. Everyone on set also understood what we were going for. The second that they saw the lighting and they saw the idea, kind of like visualizing it in their head as well, understood what we were going for and understood how to actually set things up and capture it. If we were doing a lighting change or if we were shifting camera angle, everyone immediately knew, hey, we need to shift this so it still captures that, it still captures the point that we were trying to show and the meaning behind every shot. So now I'm just going through this, seeing how that's going, and then I'll get back to the VFX. I have a light post, which we have to VFX in. The light post we shot as a mini. We shot in the studio here, same space that we actually shot the low areas in. So there's a chunk of area, funnily enough, in that part that is like an awkward spacing between two light poles. And we needed to mimic a light post because we wanted a flickering effect on the light itself. So we shot in that area. Mike was gracious enough to spend some time, build a light post to scale of the light posts that were in that park. On set, we set up a C-stand with a light stick that was controlled with Bluetooth. So had it done, it was our gaff on set was able to flicker the light and create the effect that we were going for. Then in studio, we shot plate footage for the lamp itself, so we can go in after the fact and comp it in. On a lighting side, it would be more not only time effective, but also easier to replicate the lighting there than it would be to try to create a 3D lamppost, match the lighting, and then comp it in. There is pros and cons to both sides, but myself and the director do prefer a physical item that we can control as a physical prop. It's a much easier thing. We can also go back and reshoot it anytime we need to. And then using a little bit of VFX, a little bit of compositing, we can get it the rest of the way there and make it fit in the atmosphere and environment as good as possible. While if we're doing it in 3D, we need an external artist to actually go through, create the asset. And then anytime that we need to fix something, if something's a little bit off, we have to go through the process of getting them to do it again. And obviously being in post-production, pretty much two-man team, it may throw off being able to do the shot for who knows how much longer, while myself and Michael can literally go down the hall into the studio and immediately go and reshoot it again. Yeah, the 180 shot. Originally we were going to shoot on gimbal, but the gimbals were playing up there, and it was just taking up too much time for us to try to set up. On that day, I used it's a small tripod hack that I saw in the video one day, which was that put a camera on a tripod and then you like flip the leg up and you just grab by the leg and run with it, and it's like a steady-ish camera, but it allows you to have a bit more movement and a bit more flow. So thinking back on that, I was like, okay, if I have someone helping and we just hold the tripod, it gets your hands away from the camera so there's less shake. So we put the camera upside down, holding it on the tripod. We obviously secured absolutely everything as tight as possible. And we just did a little 180 on it and just went around the bed. And considering it was just kind of like a harebrained idea, it worked really, really well. And it kind of is like a testament to like DIY filmmaking, because genuinely, if it wasn't something that I did, 10 years earlier, I wouldn't have thought of it. So I'm very happy and grateful for that. And then also for Aiden for being a spotter and Nan helping me carry the damn like 15 kilo camera and a 180 for like probably like 10 takes, because we were like messing up. We were finishing a bit late, or we're like turning too much. But absolutely everyone on set was definition of trooper, just pushed through it and turned out better than we expected, honestly. No, not a get. You have lighting gear here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just I didn't set up a light.